All right. Have you ever pretended you didn't know how to do a chore in order to avoid doing it?
When I was a kid, probably, yeah. But as an adult, who the fuck else is gonna do my chores? Has to be me. So as a kid, though, probably I'd be like, I don't know how to vacuum. How do you turn that thing on?
Any any specific examples? Yeah. So a
What
vacuum,
is
but
this?
for
A
real though?
plug? Spinning it.
What
What
is
is
this?
this?
The
I can't do this
plug?
no more.
No, dude, I remember one time we were moving and I fucking grabbed the vacuum and the fucking cord, like, I don't know, it was like caught on something and the pressure I was pulling from, like, it finally like slipped down and motherfucker came and like socked me, dude. Oh,
Wow,
bro, you
why do I
hurt
feel
so
like you
bad.
folded it like this and you were like, well, you're like, bitch, and then it just
No, I was face first, then I was like pulling it, and then finally it snapped, and it fucking hit me in the cheek,
oh
bro.
shit.
And bro,
Ooh.
it just stung so bad. I just started crying. I was like, I was like, I ain't a bitch, man, but this one fucking got me, dude.
How old were you?
What's up, everybody? We're back for another episode of Lizard Lounge Lore, episode 6. I'm here with my host, co-host, co-hosty, Gino-san.
Co-hosty.
Co-hosty.
I like that. I'm a co-hosty.
Hell yeah.
That's probably a
Got
bad
Gino
word
San
or some
here.
shit
We're
in like another language.
co-hosty?
Co-host.
It's like showing the bottom of your foot. And like, yeah.
He's a
it's
co-hosty.
bad
He be
omen.
showing the
He's a
bottom of
co-hosty.
he's a
Co-hosty
co-hosty.
activities. Anyway. Welcome. It's January 31st. We're about to step into February. Welcome back. Gino, what the fuck is going on?
Not much.
What the fuck is going on?
Did you hear about the Neuralink shit that like they've been testing the Neuralink on people and it like went
No.
well? Yeah, I think Musk his team like they had tested it and he came out and said something about like it went well and they're recovering well from like the surgery or some shit like that. So I think they're starting to like move forward with human trials on that shit. And
So
know.
what is the Neuralink supposed to be doing?
I have no idea, honestly.
You have no
Like I
idea?
haven't looked in too deep into it, but I just know it's just like because the idea of like putting a chip inside your head. So I think that's kind of like the concept of it and like being able to, I don't know, maybe it's gonna be like having a phone inside your head in a sense. I don't know how it works or how it functions, but I think that's what like his whole deal.
Well, it seems like nobody's stopping this. It seems like he's just doing whatever the fuck he wants, right?
Yeah, that is pretty crazy that they're just like, oh yeah, go ahead and run trials, like
Yeah.
human trials, I guess. Like,
I mean, everything has to go through a human trial at some point, right? But like that's what I'm saying. Like it's just crazy that he's getting to the point where, okay, I can keep doing what I want, essentially.
the reason I
And
saw this is just because like on on Twitter people were posting and saying it sounds like one of those like when you're playing a horror game and you run into like a piece of paper or a document and you start reading it and it says like the date and everything. It's like January 21st. Patient is recovering like fine and everything like that. So it's like it sounded like a horror game like Resident Evil or some shit. That's the only reason I found out about this. I should have laughing my ass off. Yeah. So,
that's
but yeah.
crazy.
So I think I've seen like that was the thing that's kind of stuck out to
I
me
had
this
not
past
heard
week,
about that.
man. So
Yeah.
yeah, off the
Neuralink.
top,
I mean,
that was kind of
did you think that was one of those tropes back in the day that, like, ooh, future kind of thing, we're going to put a chip in your brain and control
shit,
you or,
just a while back. I think I was thinking about that shit. Like, when are we gonna end up having stuff in our head, or where you don't even have to like use a phone or anything? You just access it through your brain. So,
Dude, honestly, it reminds me of the chips you got to insert in Cyberpunk.
oh, because it gives you different upgrades and everything like that, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't get too deep into Cyberpunk. I know you definitely got into it, so.
But it's definitely like deep in the cybernetic side. So like, what if this is just the first step into like what could become? And bro, honestly,
Probably.
like I'm telling you, like I think I told you this before, like Cyberpunk seems really real to like what we're kind of heading towards.
Yeah.
And with things like this happening, I can definitely see that road being paved. But
Definitely.
no, what stuck out to me this whole week, I don't know if you heard, but I heard from the Talking Fish that things are getting tense at the border, and that
Oh shit.
we got U.S. government officials standing off with Texas Rangers or Texas deputy. I don't know, Texas personnel, and the
Mm-hmm.
whole reason being that you know immigrants are being let in the country, and you know Texas is just like, nah, we're not having it. So the government's allowing it, Texas isn't, and so now it's like getting intense, or there's tensions building between internal law enforcement. So it's like, what's it gonna
So
escalate to? Like, what's gonna happen? You
some of
know?
the reasons, at least some of the stuff that I saw that popped up, and the reason it started becoming so big is because they had all kinds of like either razor wire or a bunch of shit down there that like people were
Yeah,
getting caught in and like dying in, and they were like, "Yo, we can't have people like dying trying to cross the fucking border to come here." Like, you know what I mean? Like,
hmm,
so that's why I think the government stepped in. It was like, "Yo, you can't be having these death traps out here. You gotta have, you know what I mean? Like, we gotta do this the right way and shit like that." And Abbott, of
yeah,
course, is like, "No, they're illegally coming in. We need to stop them. So we're gonna add more razor wire. We're gonna add more death traps." Like, I get it. Like, people shouldn't be coming in the way they're coming in, you know, but they're trying to escape from whatever they're trying to leave from, you know what I mean? Who knows how bad it is where the fuck they're coming from. So,
yeah,
and I don't know, that's always just a touchy subject, dude, because, you know,
yeah. Because
people
that's our
have different views and shit like that on it. So,
those were our parents at some point. I know that was my parents at some point. You know?
yeah. And imagine if they like had to like go through even, I mean, I think at one point a couple of months ago there was something about there was some kind of shit in the river that was basically like a death trap. It was like a buoy death trap kind of thing. It had like all kinds of spikes sticking out of it and stuff like that. And I think it killed somebody. So it's just like, why do we need to do it that way, bro? You don't need to kill
Yeah.
people. It's like now you're just fucking looking bad. So I don't know. That's just fucking
It's just
Abbott, dude.
it's crazy what the lengths that people are going to get in here, and also the lengths that we're taking to keep people out, and then the in between is just nasty, bro. It's nothing good, because I don't think people could comprehend the size of Texas, first of all, and
Yeah.
how much land there is to cover, and how much people it takes to cover miles and miles of border. So
Mm-hmm.
people are gonna get in, right?
Yeah.
And
And
the whole this guy's whole thing is like, well, let's keep him out by setting up basically these death traps to keep people out. But that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, you see these kind of
it's
things
just
also, like, coming in
inhumane.
the country, but also like coming in the country, and you see these things and you're still willing to take the risk to go through it to get in here. It's wild, right? Isn't it crazy?
It makes you think if you're willing to risk your life getting through that, then the life you're trying to leave behind is horrible. Like, and it's because it's still the same ideology of like, come to America, you know, we're great. It's the land of the free. Everybody come in. You know, we are a migrant country, dude. I mean, that's how it was built, like because of migrants. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I
For
mean,
us, the way that we're doing
it's
it,
just
at least in the
another
South, it's
it's another
pretty
good
fucked up.
reminder of just like count your blessings, like I'm saying, like these people are willing to like sacrifice their life just to get over here,
Yeah.
and
Dude,
all
they
they're
have
gonna
all I have
do when
is
they get over here
backpacks
is
on their
work.
back. You know what I
Oh,
mean? They
I
don't have
know.
nothing
Yeah.
on them. And it's just like, dude, that's
That's what I'm saying. Like, once they get over
insane.
here, all they're gonna do and know is pretty much work. You know what I mean? And like
Yeah.
that's what they're gonna break their back day and night to just like stay alive, try and keep a roof over their head,
And that just helps
and
the country. So I don't see the bad in that. Do you believe in the Illuminati? Should we even be talking about this and put this out on the
yeah, fuck them.
internet?
The fuck are they? We're two lizards talking about the Illuminati, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah,
them.
we are the lizards. Come on. I'll transform, motherfuckers. I guess to my real
We are
self.
incarnates of Big G, baby. Um,
My hero.
yeah, I think on some level, like they have to. I mean, the money just points somewhere, right? You follow the money, you follow where decisions are being made, essentially. And yeah, I think on some level, there's a ring of people that have a good chunk of power, and have a huge influence on how the country is shaped and formed, and how people are living their lives, typically based
Yeah.
off what they need to happen to stay in power. I mean, COVID was so crazy, dude.
Oh, you
You
really think
know,
that was like the Illuminati or something, or you think that was like
I
planned?
don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I think it was something that got out. I mean, dude, it's
We've been
at this
alive. We've
point.
been alive. What 20, 25 plus years? Nothing ever happened.
Exactly. I mean, you
Boom,
start
out of
looking at
nowhere.
history. Well, that's the thing. You start looking at history, like the Black Plague, and it's like, okay, there was a certain amount of years before that shit happened. And I think there was something I read earlier, not earlier today or anything, but like, I don't know, a couple days ago, and it was actually pretty interesting because it was talking about how like evolution and time, like eventually we're gonna hit those point in times where a great plague or something like that is gonna devastate us because that's just the way, that's the cycle, that's just
Just
life
the
in a
way things
sense.
work.
So yeah, and COVID was just that. And so it's like, what's the next one gonna be? I think there are these different cycles that happen throughout history, and we still don't really understand how Mother Nature works and how like viruses. There's still so much about viruses and all kinds of shit. Like,
Yeah,
and then
that's
not to
true.
top all that off, we have people experimenting with shit because what were they saying, that it was like it came out of a
A
lab, right?
lab,
Like,
right? Yeah, that's
so
what I
if
heard
we
too.
have people, maybe that's not even supposed to be the one that was supposed to take a lot of people out. That was actually a man-made thing that accidentally just got out. But imagine when something like the Black Plague happens again, where it's like we can't contain that shit. It comes out of nowhere, and then boom, like I don't know. I think
I
COVID
don't
was
think anything
kind of
has
a
anything since the bubonic plague has came out that was as devastating though, right?
no. And I mean, maybe like what is smallpox and other shit like that. I mean, there's some other, well,
Right,
maybe
right.
not smallpox, but
They
like
had their moment, but
polio and stuff like that.
they weren't as big though, right? As
No,
the
I don't think
bubonic
as
plague.
big.
Like bubonic plague was like
Well, for one,
rapid,
when
right?
it
Like it was just
happened, yeah,
boom,
the
taking
time
people
period
out
at
left
when
and
it
right.
happened, I mean, people were living in some pretty shitty conditions to begin with.
That too,
So,
yeah.
and they
People were
didn't
not
have,
clean.
yeah, I mean, I think that was around the time they were doing bloodletting and shit like that. They were thinking that, oh, yeah, if it's, oh, Bruce, he has too much blood. Let's just cut it out of him. Like, that's crazy that people thought that shit, that they were like, oh,
Hell
no,
no.
the medical stuff back then, that was the kind of stuff that they thought about. They're like, oh, well, the leeches, dude, putting leeches on people. He has too much blood in him.
Leeches,
We'll get
yeah.
blood out of him and he'll heal. Like,
Ugh,
some of the shit they did back then, when you start looking into it, it's crazy. But yeah,
yeah.
so that's probably why the bubonic plague definitely like kicked off as bad as it did, as spread as far as it is, just because of how shitty the living conditions were in general. But
Bubonic.
yeah, I mean, I think COVID, if anything, was more of it was not a sign, but like a wake up call to be like, hey, we got kind of lucky. I don't want to say that because I still do feel a lot of people fucking died. Like, let's be real, a lot of fucking people died because of that shit. But a lot more people could have died, and I think it was a wake up call for a lot of people, that it should have been a wake up call for the world, that a lot of people still aren't, taking that warning or heeding that warning for something worse to come along. People joke about like, what if the zombie apocalypse happened? I now I used to think, oh yeah, no, we take care, we quarantine it, we get it taken care of fine. Now after COVID, I don't know if the zombie apocalypse happened, anything like that, we're fucked, dude.
Yeah.
We couldn't even contain COVID, bro.
Tell me your story and then I'll do my part.
Remember I told you I was like looking for my social security card? So I was going through
Uh-huh.
like a bunch of boxes and shit. I
Yeah.
was like, I found some shit.
What'd you find? Is that a grill?
Yeah, there's a grill.
Is that real?
No, what? It's a grill, yeah. So my uncle would always get like these weird ass Christmas gifts, bro. And one year he got us a grill, and I forgot I
Let me
had
see
this
your
shit.
grill. Go, go grill. Go
Like,
grill.
dude,
Where is that a
best
case?
grills. Yeah. See if it focuses. Come on, bitch, focus.
Hell no, that shit ain't focusing.
Eh.
Boom. They're gonna hit me. I see. I mean, I see best grills.
Yeah.
Don't put it so close, but put it almost there. Right there. Boom. Oh, that's a clear. That's a clear picture of it. Best grills. Best
I,
this.
I thought it was hilarious. I was like,
That should be your profile picture. You just holding up the best grills.
With the grill in, like
That should be just the picture, just
Just
straight up a snapshot of you holding up the best grills case up to the camera like that. That should be your TikTok profile picture. Oh, hold on. Right there. Right there, fool! Yeah, that's it. That's it.
I'm gonna screenshot that later.
Hell yeah.
Go frame by frame.
Gotta get that. Gotta get that. That's hilarious. Anyway, I've prepared a game for us today.
Oh, sin.
Sin.
Am I gonna just be sinning?
You better get your holy water.
Oh, don't.
Because we're going to hell. Literally, it says that.
Oh, I mean, yeah, it's right.
It's time for the ultimate confession. The Truth or Drink deck contains questions themed on the 7 deadly sins. Oh, I guess that's the whole thing, right? Sins. 2 players only. Shuffle the deck and get your drinks ready. Deal 10 cards face down. The older person goes first. The other person must either tell the truth or take a drink. Yeah. Then they draw a new card and choose one of the questions to ask you.
Okay, so
So,
my
I
cards are
think-
questions to you, and your cards are questions to me, basically.
Basically.
Okay. And you choose which
Once-
ones you want to ask.
Yeah, once the 10 cards are gone, either clink glasses and call it a night or deal out another round. So we'll see how we feel after the first round.
Okay.
It's okay to play without
glass.
booze. After all, the truth is also hard to swallow. Hey. All right, cool. Well, I got the deck right here. I'm about to
Dang.
shuffle.
I don't know why I thought they were gonna be like big cards.
Like big
You know,
old, like
the big cards,
like tall
yeah,
cards.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. I should get a water right quick. Hold on.
Okay.
I'll be back while you shuffle those.
I'm gonna shuffle. I'm good at shuffling. I was a 10-time state champion for shuffling, deck shuffling. If you've ever heard of that. Alright, I'm about to start doling out these cards, baby. Here we go.
Okay.
Alright, as we said, we're going to do 10 and 10, and then until the cards are out. You
pick
know what?
one,
Since it's just
and
2 of us, why don't we just pull from the deck?
That makes sense. Yeah. Why even?
Right? This
is gonna
question
be the
goes to
whole
Gino.
game.
This question goes to Nano. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. We'll just do
Yeah,
that.
it works for me.
I don't even know why I'm tripping.
Just make sure that shit's shuffled.
Shut up.
Like I don't even think it matters though, just because.
They're all new.
Yeah. Well, I guess it could be like all greeds in one stack, all envies in one stack. If it's supposed to be 7 deadly
that's
sins.
the different colors. That makes sense. It's all rainbowy now. That's a lot of questions. All right, we're ready to rock,
Friendly.
Gino.
I got my wine. Man, I haven't drank wine in a while. Nice. Not sponsored, by the way, just so y'all know.
I wish.
Cheers.
Cheers. Clink.
Clink.
Rock, paper, scissors. See who goes first?
Okay, yeah.
All right. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Okay. So on
Yeah.
shoot. Okay.
On shoot.
All right.
Rock. Wait. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh my god.
Ah! All right, Gino, you're first.
Oh, I'm first? Oh, you're asking me
Yeah.
the first question, right?
I'm asking the first question, yeah.
Shit.
All right, ready? Okay. This sin is sloth. All right. Have you ever pretended you didn't know how to do a chore in order to avoid doing it?
When I was a kid, probably, yeah. But as an adult, I mean, who the fuck else is gonna do my chores? Has to be me. So, as a kid, though, probably I'd be like, I don't know how to vacuum. How do you turn that thing on?
Any specific examples? Yeah. So
What is
vacuum, but
this?
for
a
real though?
plug? Spinning it.
What is this? The plug?
I can't do this no more.
No, dude, I remember one time we were moving and I fucking grabbed the vacuum and the fucking cord, like, I don't know, it was like caught on something and the pressure I was pulling from, like, it finally like slipped down and motherfucker came and like socked me, dude. Oh,
Wow,
bro, you
why did I
hurt
feel
so
like
bad.
You holding it like this and you were like, well, you're like, bitch. And then it just.
No, I was face first, then I was like pulling it, and then finally it snapped, and it fucking hit me in the cheek, bro.
Shit! Ooh.
And bro, it just stung so bad. I just started crying. I was like, I ain't a bitch, man, but this one fucking got me, dude.
How old were you?
Probably like 11 years old.
I ain't a bitch.
I ain't a bitch. Damn, oh, this shit hurt. Oh, that reminds me, I created a new dance. I'll show you later. Okay, so Gino, I'm gonna say you did do that, but I feel like you didn't provide a good example, so I'm gonna have you drink. What the fuck? I'm implementing a rule. The person who's asking the question, they have to be convinced if it's truth. If not, you gotta drink, son.
I like how you implemented this rule like immediately, and I was like, help, help,
Help!
help.
Help! All right, you ready, Chief?
Yeah.
Here goes the next one for you. Ready?
Okay.
You want me to hold it up and so you can read it?
Yeah. Hold it up because I'm gonna read it to myself and let chat read it.
Okay, so yeah, read it. Can you see
listeners, yeah, hold it there. Okay. What's the longest you've gone without showering?
Oh God. I would have to say 4 days.
4 days?
Yeah.
Okay. What was the situation? Are you just being lazy and you didn't want to shower? Or were you just like chilling at your house? Like,
I want to say
you were out
either...
and like.
Oh, I'll tell you.
Was this when we were in Seattle? Okay.
What the fuck? No, you saw me shower every day. Not like you saw me shower,
Well,
but you saw me go in the shower. You son of a bitch. No, I got a really good example for you.
Fuck out of my mic. That's hilarious.
Oh no, I got a really good example. I got a good example for you. Okay. I'm thinking the days we would usually get off, like either Thanksgiving or Christmas, and so like those days back to back, just not doing anything, being at home. I wasn't showering, so I would say 4 days. Yeah,
okay.
Starting from Friday. Wait, so like let's say it was Thanksgiving, Thursday, Friday off. Wednesday, I probably like morning, like that was the last day I showered until Monday morning. You know, that kind of thing.
You're like, why does the food smell a little funky? Like,
ladies out there, please understand that I eventually showered, and I understand I was being a little stinky, but
honestly, 4 days isn't that bad.
I was lazy.
Yeah,
right,
I mean,
cool.
I can see that. Like, I think I've
So
heard
what do you
people
think?
like. That was a pretty honest answer.
Thank you. I was gonna say I'm not
good.
lying there.
No, I feel like that was.
All right, cool.
I
Pulling
feel
the
like
card on you.
I can relate to. So.
You're like, I'm like 10 days that.
No.
Nah, 10 days is crazy, bro.
That
My ass
is
be
pretty
itching
crazy.
at that point, bro.
Bro,
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm hurting. I'm hurting. I'm like,
shower. I'll jump in the lake.
I'm like relieved Monday morning's coming because like, man, I need a shower.
Just shower. What are you talking about? No, I gotta let it sit. I gotta let it marinate. Like,
chill. Cut.
Cut.
All right, here he goes. Ready?
Yeah.
That's my next card. I pull from the bottom. We have another sloth card. They've all been sloths. Kind of weird.
You sure you
I shuffled them.
that
I
shit?
shuffled them. All right, hold on. I'm not gonna read this one.
Motherfucker said we got a rainbow and it's not even. It's like the same colors back.
Well, I swear. Dude, and I call myself the 10-time state champion shuffler, bro.
I'm good at shuffling. I was a 10-time state champion for shuffling, deck shuffling. If you've ever heard of that.
What?
I
But
looked at
I've
the camera.
never heard you said that.
I looked at the camera earlier and I said, "Did y'all know I was the state 10-time shuffler champion?" And then we're over here gotten 3 slots in a row. Oh shit!
Dropping the cards.
Dropping the cards. That's what champions do, baby.
I didn't even hear you because I didn't believe your ass. I just like blocked it out. I was like, nah,
think,
that's all bullshit.
Nah, I think you were up getting water. My bad. All right. You want me to pull from the top, middle,
Well, oh, no
bottom?
drink, huh?
Oh, you can drink whatever. It's up to you.
Pull it from the top, no, because I'm gonna have to see how this goes. I'm gonna get too fucking.
Pull it from the top.
Haven't
It's
drank.
another gluttony. My shuffling sucks. All right.
I know what I'm gonna get you for Christmas.
Card shuffler? What?
Yeah.
Save your money.
Okay, I like the first one better. Last slice of pizza. Do you take it, offer it to others, or throw it away to avoid conflict?
I'm taking it.
I believe you 100%.
I'm grabbing this fast as fuck,
And
too,
I don't think
bro.
it's to avoid conflict. I think it's just to like, you be grabbing that shit like you grab loot from Fortnite and Apex.
I was about to say. I loot pizzas like I loot in Fortnite, baby. Y'all know me.
Yeah, that shit's gone. But you see it and then it's just gone, dude. I thought you just went to the
Oh,
bathroom.
shit.
Motherfucker slides in.
That's so funny. How the fuck, bro? Another
Glut- is
gluttony
it
card,
gluttony?
dude. What the shit?
You should have pulled from the top, dog.
Man.
He's still shuffling over there.
Shuffling, shuffling, shuffling.
Every day I'm shuffling.
Every day I'm shuffling. Every day I'm shuffling. Every day I'm shuffling. Shuffling.
And they're still not shuffled, though.
Fucking gluttony again! Alright, here we go. Hell yeah, different card. We got envy. I told you envy wasn't them. Ooh. Number 2. Are you envious of any of your exes?
Hell no. I don't even think about them. Sorry, that's bad. But no. Actually, honestly, I want the best for people who have ever came through my life. So, no, not really. Like, what would I even have to be envious for?
Yeah, you're too honest on that. I believe you, bro.
I am gonna drink them because I'm thirsty too.
Shit, he's lying. He's a liar. All right, you want top, bottom, middle?
Where did you pick from last time?
Middle.
You picked from the middle? Pick from the bottom.
Bottom's the bottom man.
I don't really like either of these. I'm gonna go with the first one, I guess. Tell us about a time when someone else's laziness made your life difficult.
Tell me about a time when someone else's laziness made your life difficult. Back to the exes.
Oh,
You know,
some tea right here. Okay,
no tea.
I'm listening.
Nah, no specific situations, but let me see. Somebody's laziness made your life difficult?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to drink.
This dude's like, I got a YouTube video waiting to get uploaded, but this motherfucker who's supposed to make thumbnails is taking forever. He just didn't want to
shit.
shit me.
I should have used that one, huh? Nah. Damn. Just kidding. Oh, this one's good. Have you ever kept paying for a service you weren't using because you were too lazy to cancel? For how long? And at what cost?
HBO Max, dude, I had that shit for way too long. Like,
No.
it was probably a good couple months until like it hit a charge where I was like, fuck, I could not afford this. And then so
No
I had
way.
to like, that's what made me like be like,
But
all
were
right,
you using HBO Max?
Not really. It was just on. This is when I had like every fucking streaming service. I had Netflix, Disney Plus, HBO Max,
Yeah,
Amazon Prime, and I think I wasn't even using HBO Max. I think Dylan was maybe, but not me.
yeah.
And I think it got to the point where I was just like, dude, it started.
I got a little story for
It
you off
took
of
out a
that.
charge, and I was like, oh shit, I can't afford this charge. Like, I
Dude,
mean,
yeah, this thing,
took
streaming services be getting too crazy.
like I was gonna use that money for something like probably gas or some shit, and then it took it, and it was like $15, and I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. No, yeah, for real. No,
I
I had
hear
to
your
get a
story.
hold of that shit because I was like, man, what if I'm just making subscriptions sometimes and I don't even know it? But I got a little story for you. One time, I was chilling with a friend and we were playing on his PlayStation, a couple of games or whatever. And then I noticed he had the PlayStation Plus, and it's a monthly subscription. I knew because I had it before and I canceled it because it got too expensive. And I told him, I was like, oh, cool, you got it. And it's like, any new games since, like, since or whatever, since I had it or whatever. And he's like, yada yada this, yada yada that. And I told him, I was like, oh, I had it, but I kind of stopped using it because they were charging us too much. I couldn't pay for it. And then sure enough, he was like, wait, they charge you for it? And I was like, yeah, bro, they charge you like this amount. I think it was like $30, bro, like $30 a month. And and then he was like, no fucking way.
PlayStation,
And
sounds
then
right.
for real, PlayStation. And then I showed him like how to cancel it. We did it. We canceled the membership, and he was like, "Dude, I think you just saved me like upwards of $200." And I'm like, I was like, dude, I'm like, shit, I just didn't know you didn't know you were paying for this. I guess that's what I'm saying. Like sometimes you subscribe for shit, and like if you're not paying attention to your bank account and you just got income
It
coming
just,
in, it
oh,
just
yeah,
becomes a
it just
cycle.
comes
You know
out.
what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it just comes out, and then you don't notice
especially
it.
if it comes out right when your paycheck comes in and you don't even
Yeah.
notice the charge. You're just like, oh, nice, I got money.
Yeah. He was so thankful with like he like like cheaped me out and like gave me a couple nugs to take home and shit.
Hell
And I
yeah.
was like, fuck yeah.
I thought
I
you
was
were
like
gonna
picking up.
say some shit like you like went to go open the subscription and cancel it, and it was still yours. Like it was like your subscription, and you were like, yo, what the fuck, dog? Like,
Hey,
it's like using your account and shit.
what? How did you even sign in? What the fuck, man? Get out. It's his house.
It's his house, yeah.
Okay. Top, bottom, middle.
Let's go middle. I haven't gone middle yet.
Middle.
Dang. Who in your family makes you the most jealous and why?
Honestly, my cousin.
Yeah?
His name's Mario, and not in like a way where like I'm jealous. It's like a mean jealous. I'm jealous that like how nice and genuine he is towards people, and like how he cares for people sometimes. And I'm like he sets the example for me sometimes, and I'm like, fuck, dude, like, So I get jealous of him,
Okay.
of that from him sometimes. But there's a little. That's real Lizard Lounge lore for you.
That's some real Lizard Lounge lore. Yep, that's true.
Okay. Let me see.
Oh, shit.
I'll ask the first one. Envies be like cutthroat, dude. What the
Yeah.
fuck? Do you have an unsightly friend with a very attractive partner? Who hit the jackpot out there?
I don't got too many friends.
Remember, you can drink or answer. It's up to you.
Oh, that is a good point. I'm gonna just drink.
I was gonna say, bro.
This one was like, dude,
I think
drink!
people are just drinking on the envy cards most of the time. Okay. Here
I
we
wanted
go.
to drink anyway, so.
Yeah, there you go. More better.
What's the worst excuse you've given to avoid something you were
sorry.
supposed to do? Yeah, you like pulled it away. I was like, I wasn't finished.
I was like, oh, he's got it. I was like, bar's about to fall off. What's the worst excuse you've given to avoid doing something you were supposed to do? Don't hear me, but I fell asleep.
Wait, that was the excuse that you fell asleep?
What's the worst excuse you've given to avoid doing something?
No, like it's not like it's like you were supposed to go do something, but you just told somebody an excuse like, "Oh, dude, my tire was flat" or some shit like that. You know what I mean? But it was an excuse. I fell asleep.
fell asleep.
But you weren't sleeping, or you actually fell asleep? Did you actually fall asleep? Nah, motherfucker. I know you fell asleep, bro.
All right.
Give me the story. I'm gonna make your ass drink.
Fuck, okay. What's the worst excuse? Hold on, I got some. What's the worst excuse you've given to avoid doing something you were supposed to do?
Shit, I mean, even work, you were just like, damn, I don't know if they're gonna fall for this shit, but
Yeah, what's the worst work excuse you've ever given?
My grandma died. I'm just kidding.
Chill. That's not.
My mom died.
Hey, that's not a worst excuse.
If you know, you know.
I remember one time I told Jason I couldn't come in because we were taking care of my my ex-girlfriend's cat.
Like,
But
okay.
it was real, but it was true.
So then it wasn't an excuse.
I know, but it sounds like one, right?
It does. You were like, no, I'm gonna use this motherfucker as an. You were like, thank you, little kitty, for getting sick, because I'm gonna fucking use you as an excuse to like get out of work and do some shit. You can drink, bro.
All right, fine.
You're like trying to think of a second one. I'm like, right?
You should have slipped out to the second question. Cheers. First one.
Okay.
Let me see the second one. Okay, I'm gonna go with the second one. Tell us about a time when you hurt someone emotionally. Did you apologize?
Hurt somebody emotionally?
Yeah.
I mean, if I did, one of two things. It was probably an ex, and I definitely apologize. Like, especially if she said, "Hey, no, that fucked me up," or I said some shit. She was like, "Oh, this fucking hurts," or whatever. I definitely apologized. Yeah. But two is I have probably done this to more than one occasion, and not even realized that I fucking hurt somebody emotionally. You know what I mean? Like, said something stupid or said something in a setting where I just didn't even realize, like, oh shit. And
where you didn't read the room and you were just...
Yeah, I didn't read the room and said some shit, you know, and then like but their reaction was just like, oh, like internal, so I couldn't even see it on anybody's face. So there's probably a time where I've definitely hurt somebody emotionally and not even realized I did it. So I apologize if I have done that to anybody.
So you have, but you didn't apologize.
Probably because I didn't even realize that I did it. You know, sometimes I feel like shit goes over my head a lot, or I'm just...
How do you even know?
What? That shit goes over my head?
That they were hurt emotionally.
Exactly. I'm saying, like, it's probably because I didn't realize it, like, because me myself didn't, wasn't paying attention, didn't read the room, like you said, and said some dumb shit, and it was just like, but nobody said anything, but it was still one of those things where it's like, it definitely hurt somebody, but they didn't come out and speak anything out about it. But I'm sure it's happened. I'm sure everybody actually does that at some point in time. So
I remember one time I told somebody after they had made I can't remember what dish it was. It was some type of food. But I was just joking around. I was like, fuck, this food's fucking gross. It's disgusting. And they just started crying, bro.
Crying? Oh.
Crying. They started
did you
crying.
tell it directly to them? Like, you knew they cooked it? You were like,
right
yo, this shit is gross.
But I was like laughing. I was like smiling, laughing. And I was eating it. Like, it was good. Like, but I was just like, crying. Jokingly, like, oh my, like they slaved over it for like a couple hours, made food. Now we're eating it and I'm like, oh, it's fucking gross. I was just joking. I thought it was like funny, but they did not, bro. And
did anybody else laugh?
Crying. It was just me, them, and then I think another person. Oh, okay, the other person was just kind of like awkwardly sitting there. What? Oh, shit. And then basically, and then I had to apologize. I did apologize. Like I was, deeply sorry because I was just playing around, and they weren't having it. They're probably having a bad day.
Yeah. Crazy. I'm a jokester. Like
I guess you could say I got some wrath in me.
Calm down.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay. Sun's getting real low.
I need to max ween. Top, bottom, middle.
Top.
Top. He's a man of top. All right, gluttony. Some bullshit.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not gonna pick the first one, but you're definitely gonna have to read it. The second. Hold on. I'm gonna read the second one right now. All right. This is the question for you though. If a billionaire invited you to dinner and a giant panda was on the menu, would you take a taste?
Is that my question?
Yeah.
Hell
So if you
yeah.
went to dinner, he said, "Hell yeah, no questions asked." A
How are they cooking
panda?
it?
No, not
Medium
a
rare?
panda, bro. I'd fight that dude. I'd fight the chef. But who killed this fucking panda?
How would they cook it?
I don't know. I'm gonna cook them though. I'm at the table. Read the first one though. How is that part of gluttony?
Have you ever slept with multiple partners in a single day? I guess it's the multiple part, right? Multiple partners.
That's
Like,
gluttony.
what are you doing? I guess.
Wouldn't that be more of like lust?
That's gluttony for your dick. I guess he's tried as a different member.
Or your pussy.
Oil!
Wait, we go both ways, you know, like not we go both ways, but you know,
Pause.
pause.
We go both ways. Settled.
Damn.
Invited you to dinner when giant panda was on the menu. Would you take a taste? It says if I would take a taste. I mean, yeah. No? See, there you go, bro. You wouldn't be a billionaire, dude. Like, you're not getting invited to these fucking dinners,
Yeah, that's
dude.
right. I'd be fighting those motherfuckers. They'd be like, "We're gonna kill a panda. Like, let me know when and where. I'll be there." And I start fighting them where they start fucking going for the panda. Man, pandas are too cute, bro. Like that shit when they clumsily fall off the tree.
I was gonna say the motherfuckers
How
clumsy
did this
as hell.
happen? Yeah, dude. Aren't they extinct too?
You seen that one where the mom's like watching her kid and like the kid like lets out a yelp or something and then she goes,
Oh yeah. Yeah, I remember that one.
that one's funny.
You'd eat a panda? You'd eat that panda?
It says take a taste. I take a taste. I don't think I'd
You're
eat
still
it.
eating it. I mean, you're. What do you mean? You're not.
I'm
are
not
you
in a whole
licking the
course
panda?
meal.
They bring out the panda and it's alive and you just taste the panda.
It's a little hairy.
All the billionaires are just licking a panda.
We don't kill him, you savage. Oh,
That's
fuck.
why I'd fuck up because I end up killing him because I thought they were gonna kill the panda. They were just
Yeah.
like, we were just gonna lick him.
This man thought we were eating pandas.
Lick this.
Here we go. Pulling from the middle. I think you need to open up this other deck because it's got the next cards or the next set of sins. Yeah, because it's like all gluttony, sloth, and envy.
So there
I'll
is
open
no
them up
lust.
after this one. There is. It's just on the other deck. We're about to dip into that one. There's two decks. Yeah.
Dude, you fucked up a shuffling.
Chill. I didn't fuck up. It's just the same kind.
Just kidding. You start
All
crying.
This is when you hurt me emotionally, but you still don't apologize.
I was joking, bro.
You just beat me down.
You like turn off the recording and you start crying. You're like in your bathtub crying.
This is how I cry.
Bro, you look like that Snapchat filter for a second when you did that. For like when you held it. I'm telling you, the way you hold it is so good. It looks like this shit froze. Keep this in here because I know you didn't freeze, but it looks like you froze, dog. It's so good. Like there's no movement. I'm just like that shit froze.
Oh, okay, this is a good one. What's a food that always goes bad in your fridge Why do you keep buying it?
Probably like broccoli.
Dude, I was literally thinking the same thing,
Like,
bro.
I get
I
broccoli
was
because
like,
I
say
do
broccoli.
broccoli and
I was like,
chicken, but
broccoli,
it's like
broccoli.
he
Say
said,
broccoli.
say broccoli.
Broccoli.
Say broccoli.
I was like, broccoli.
Because it sits and I'm like, I'll cook it. I'll cook it up here in a while. And then like by the
Bro.
time I start cooking it, it's like brown or it's like starting to get moldy. I'm like, oh fuck,
Bro, it's my healthy
dude.
aspiration every time I go shopping,
Yeah.
and
That or,
every
like,
single time I have
spinach.
to throw it away. You know, that I used to get salads, and like I was good at eating them, but then I just hit that point where I was just like,
Were they
no,
like
I
the
just
pre-made salads or was it just like a bag of lettuce so you wouldn't make
bag
a
of
salad?
iceberg lettuce, and then just I would
You
mix
just
that
mix
with like
this,
other
yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's
like,
what I would do
yeah.
with my spinach, and yeah, sometimes it would just sit there because I wouldn't touch it, and then all of a sudden you go to open
You know
it,
what?
and the bottom of the bag's just like all moldy and
Yes,
nasty,
bro.
dude.
I was like, get this shit out of here, man.
Yeah.
It's fucking gross. It makes me not even want to eat it again. But then there I am shopping. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna eat it this time. I get
You
it.
get 2
and-
bags this time around.
Oh
so you're like,
no, I don't even. I don't do that because I know I'm not gonna eat it. And I'm just like, one bag's enough to make me feel better about trying to eat healthier. But
yeah, just
Dude, I
throwing
was
money
like-
away attempting to get healthy.
as soon as I read that, I was like, broccoli. Like, I was like, immediately broccoli.
Because I was thinking about it, I was like, what's some other shit in my fridge? I was like, because I felt like that was just too generic of an answer.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But it's like, it is gluttony. It's like, yeah, I mean, I try to fucking, get that shit.
Mm-hmm. I guess that would be gluttony, huh?
Yeah, I mean, because you're striving to, like, do better, but obviously the healthy stuff is going to stay in your fridge
healthiest-
longer, but it's going to go bad faster because it's usually vegetables or something.
You gotta freeze vegetables, right?
The only other thing I can think of
Honestly?
is, like, maybe sour cream or some shit, like, because I
really?
like to eat, like, sour cream with, like, taquitos or some shit like that, Mix it with some salt, mix the sour cream with, like, some salsa or something, and then use that as, like, a dip for, like, taquitos, or even, like, fucking, if I make a burrito or some shit, put it as, like, a little dip, but...
Yeah. I think it's you, right?
What did you ask last?
What's the food that always goes bad in your fridge?
Oh, yeah, that was the last one we talked about. Yep.
Okay. Top, middle, bottom.
Middle. Oh, I got wrath. Okay. What's the least offense that would you wait? Would you? The fuck? What's the least? I think the top is worded wrong. Is that like
What's the
worded-
least offense that would you make you can? I would say the you.
That's
after-
misprinted, right? Like,
Yeah.
okay,
I
I'm
would say
not.
what.
I
No,
was like,
you're
am I,
good.
have
You're
I
good,
drank too
yeah.
much already? What the fuck is going on?
I ain't drank that much. Like make you like think otherwise, What's the least offense that would make you consider physically hurting the offender? Is that
I
what you
think
wanted to ask?
something. I think it's basically like what's something somebody would do. What's the most or what's the least amount of something somebody could do to make you be like, no, we're about to fight.
The least?
That's what I'm thinking. Like, what's the what will set you off to where you're like, all right, let's fight.
Somebody
'Cause, I
pouring
mean, there's a
drink
lot.
on me.
Oh shit! Dang, you
Moving
like
on.
that was immediate. Like, yeah, yep. Lightning round. All right, we're moving on.
Lightning round. You like that one?
Yeah,
All right.
I like that. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Top.
Yeah. What if it was?
Oh,
an
another
accident,
wrath.
though? Okay. No. Moving
No,
on.
no, no. Like, okay. Like, no. Hold on. Like, if it was somebody like purposely throwing their drink on me, no,
Okay.
we're fighting, fool. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If somebody
I get that.
accidentally spills their drink on me, totally understand. Not a big deal. But you're fucking throwing drinks on me, bro. We're fucking. That's fighting activity, bro.
Yeah. That and
Okay.
spitting. Somebody spits
That
at me,
spitting.
I'm fucking throwing.
Oh, 100%.
I'm throwing hands.
I agree. So you nasty mother. Have you ever quietly taken revenge? Did the target ever find out you were the source of their trouble?
Quietly taking revenge. No. I mean, I don't think, in my personal opinion, there's no getting revenge, dude. It's a waste of energy in my mind. So why would I, especially if it's somebody that I'm Usually when somebody comes in my life and they fuck something up or they just like mess something up, I try to just, all right, you're out of my life completely. Like I'm not dealing with you. I'm not wasting any energy on you. I'm not wasting any time on you. I'm moving on. Like, so I don't think there's anything, at least to this point. I'm sure there's something somebody could do where I'm like, nah, I'm getting this motherfucker back. But as of right now, nah, nobody's ever done anything where I'm like, this motherfucker, I'm planning my
Yeah.
revenge. Because for one, I also just think it's not revenge. I mean, dude, I watch too much anime, but like revenge doesn't lead to anything. It just leads to more like pain and heartache, if anything. So I don't see a
Yeah.
point in it, in my personal opinion. So, but maybe just
think I
somebody
have.
hasn't fucked me over enough that I've been like, all right, I'm gonna fuck you. You have?
Yeah, I
You
think at
quietly
work, like,
taken revenge?
somebody pissed me off and then I didn't send them an email for like, 5 or 6 days. I'm like, fuck you. I know you done that bullshit.
Yeah, but I don't see that as like revenge.
Yeah. I do.
Done that. Where it's like, okay, you want to play that game, then
That I feel like that fits the criteria for revenge, no?
nah, because what are you getting back in return other than just like, all right, look, motherfucker, you
Bro,
want to make me wait, then you're gonna wait.
Revenge, the only thing you're getting back is petty satisfaction, bro. That's all that revenge gets you, dude.
Okay, yeah, you're right. I'm gonna drink for that. Because, yeah, I definitely done that shit. Where I'm like, all right, nah, you wanna play this game?
You ain't getting no honorable like sense of feeling for revenge. You probably feel nasty after you commit revenge.
Yeah. The only revenge type of thing I could think of, not even revenge, but it'd just be more of like a fuck you kind of thing, is like somebody says something where you do something like, oh, he's not good enough. And it's like, nah, motherfucker, I'm going to show you. And then you like prove that you're way fucking more than whatever they thought you were. That's,
I mean,
I
I think
really
there's
consider
like
that revenge.
there's like
There's
the
levels,
severity
right?
of like I was gonna say levels of revenge, and like
Yeah.
what you're thinking about is like severe level of revenge. But
Nah,
what I'm
that's
thinking about
not-
is like petty level of revenge.
But I don't see mine as revenge because I feel like revenge is like you're getting back at somebody and doing something to them, like to make them feel like to fuck up their life. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your dumbest possession that you show off? Why is it so special to you? Why did you laugh like you
dumbest?
had something?
I just
Like,
wish
you
I
already
had a
had
huge
something in mind.
Godzilla model to like show people off to, and I don't. But I feel like that would be my dumbest possession. And I'm thinking right now, the dumbest possession that you show off. Why is it so special to you? I don't know. I'm not a showy off kind of person.
Yeah, to be honest, not really. The only thing I can think of is my Master Chief helmet that I have from Halo 3 Legendary Edition that I got because it's the Legendary Edition for Halo 3 when it came out. That's badass.
I guess my lanyard, bro. Because anytime I get to show it to somebody, I fucking look
Your
like
lan-
Godzilla lanyard.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say the Cowboys one because I remember you had the Cowboys one, and I was like, please don't tell me you're showing that off to people.
No.
I'd like that on fire in front of you. Shut up.
Get away from my lanyards.
My terrible towel too. I'm always like,
terrible towel.
yeah.
I'm gonna take that shit next time I'm in Dallas.
Do that. You guys aren't ever gonna win a Super Bowl ever again.
You're not even gonna notice it's gone, dude.
What are you talking about? Of course I'll notice it, dude.
Nope. Nope. I'm gonna come
I
and
pray to
visit,
Big
and then
Ben
the
and
next
touch
time-
it every time
and
I
then the
leave
next
my room.
Wednesday we jump on here. I'm gonna be like, yoo-hoo. You're gonna look back. You'll be like, what the.
What the? I can't wait.
You'll be just watching me the whole time. Set up cameras. I mean, you literally have cameras in your room, so
One.
but it's literally focused on the terrible towel.
Yeah, he made it seem like I had a whole operation going on in my room. You're like, you got multiple cameras. You got cameras in your room. Like, I got one camera. I don't got a
all the
porn
angles.
set going on in here. Like,
You never know.
yet.
Let's go, Brandon.
That's turning a political fucking thing into a porn thing. Let's go, Brandon.
What did you get right that I got wrong?
What? What did I get right that you got wrong?
What you be thinking about?
I'm trying to think of anything video game related, but I can't really even think about that. Like, dude, we're on equal. I always see us. We're always on equal footing. Like me and you are just, we're brothers, dude. Like, so I've always seen it as, even if
And then
you gain
honestly,
something, I see it as okay. He's gained something now. I know about it too because I'm. You mean you just share that knowledge? Like it's never
I was
been.
gonna say, and like honestly, like I don't think we're like those type of people to like hold over like little
Yeah.
wins like that over each other.
Yeah, we want
And
the
so
best
like
for each other. I mean, there may
that's
be
what I'm saying.
competition and fucking around, but like none of
Right.
not
But
to the
like to
point
like
of
yeah, we're holding it over each other's heads and like just trying to one up each other all the time. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like I can't even recall a situation that's like the same. Like if you
I'm
did,
just
like it was just like a humble like correction and we just moved on. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like it wasn't
I'm just
something
better
where,
at sharing loot.
hey,
Hey, make sure
I'm
my
gonna
whole
get
team
mine. I'm
has
gonna just tell y'all
loot.
one thing, bro. Y'all better get the fuck with it, dude. Cause I ain't waiting for fucking no one. You
This motherfucker
understand me?
said you're looting so slow. I
Gino, I'm
can't
out of
fucking-
here.
Oh, I know.
I'm gonna tell y'all one thing. One thing. I'm gonna tell y'all one time.
Yeah, but no, I don't think there's anything we ever hold over each other's head. Because I mean, I feel
Yeah, I
like
agree.
top.
Tap, tap. Ooh, Lent. Or lust.
Man. Oh,
The first lust. Sorry.
I was like, they got Lent in here? What the
My
fuck?
contact went sideways for a bit. Sorry.
This is our first lust card, huh?
It is, yeah.
Mm.
It's gonna get spicy.
Ooh, okay. Have you ever visited a store or restaurant solely because you had a crush on someone who worked there?
Ooh. Yeah, so I used to work at my aunt's restaurant at the Harry Hines Bazaar.
Uh-huh.
And like like there was just store stations all over and cute girls everywhere. And I remember this one girl, so beautiful. And I at this one store and I would just go back all the time. I don't even know what the fuck they would say. I would just be in there talking to her or whatever. And yeah, I would visit that store. But outside of the bazaar, somewhere where I would like, not necessarily go to consistently all the time because the bazaar was somewhere I would go like every weekend. So like we'd see
Yeah,
each
but
other
you
like every
had
weekend.
definitely go. But you
Right. She had
wanted
a
to
job
be
there. I had a
anyways,
job there.
so-
Yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah. But like outside of that to like visit somebody because I had a crush on them, like I don't think so.
That's work, bro. I
Huh?
don't know. I was like, that's work, dude. I don't think I have like
Work, right?
that's time and like if you're
And
not
that's
gonna do
ambition.
anything about it, yeah. But if you're just going, if you're going there and you just to like see them, but you
I
don't
say
ever
like,
ask them out, it's kind of creepy. You know what I mean?
I say like, if you happen to like develop some kind of like spark and then that develops
Yeah.
into something down the
Then
road.
you keep going. Back.
Sure,
Like, yeah.
but if you're just being creepy about it and you just keep going back and like
Yeah, I agree. You're
dismissively,
sitting
like,
in a coffee shop by yourself, just
trying
peering
and
over, like-
insinuate, yeah, like something's gonna happen.
But I
or-
agree. If it's like a connection, like you go and then all of a sudden you guys start talking, and
Yeah.
then for whatever reason, like you some weird
Like,
connection.
wow, I
yeah,
felt
I could
something. I'm gonna
definitely
come
see
back, and maybe we can go out or something. But
I will say the only time I've ever like tried this specifically, and it's a CVS. I don't go back to CVS for shit because they're expensive as hell. But when I was buying wine, I would have to stop by CVS sometimes just because I wasn't able to go buy like a Kroger or something. So I would buy my wine was there at the CVS. And this one time I went and grabbed wine, and there was like this cute older girl there. Like, I don't know how, I mean, she's probably like in her mid 30s, something like that. And she was like, she asked for my ID, and I was like, the fuck? So I gave her my ID. I was like, I thank you. I don't really ever get asked for ID. She's like, why? I was like, because I'm like 30 something. She's like, you're in your 30s? I was like, yeah. She's like, you look really good for for 30s. I was like, oh shit.
damn.
Thank you. So, and then I like
then?
tried to go back and just never saw her again. So I was like, damn, I should have asked for her number or something, but.
Oh, dude, this is crazy. This is so fucking crazy, bro. Just listen to this, and
Okay.
think back to what we talked about earlier. How much personal wealth is too much to still be a good person? If you earn that much, would you be a bad person?
I don't think I'd be a bad person. I get what you're saying. Money corrupts people and all that, but I feel like the I don't know. I feel like that, but that's the thing. I guess it changes people. I don't know. I don't know until I'm in that situation. But what I want to believe is I would do the best for people. I think if you're a millionaire, that's when it's like, to answer that question specifically. I think once you become a millionaire, that's when it's too much to where it can corrupt you. And
Yeah,
I think it corrupts a lot of fucking people. A lot of
yeah.
people. I mean, you see about um people who win the lotto and shit, their lives just get completely ruined versus, you know, they were living a decent life. So,
I I think it just goes back to like things we don't understand and don't know yet. Like obviously people do live different lives
you're in a
and
whole
like
different
money's able to do
echelon
that.
once you get into that level of money. You know, you're
That's
talking
what I'm
with
saying.
different
But like
people.
doors are gonna start opening up and like a life that you didn't know was possible is happening for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And us as humans and as human beings and human nature, bro, it's just it is what it is, man. We get the opportunities and we just kind of run with it, you know? And that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like
I
like
mean, I
right now
definitely
I
think
feel
there's
like it's so
mistakes.
easy for us to say these things, but like put us in these positions and that and kind of give us a taste of it and then maybe put us in a situation where like, hey, well, like you kind of have to keep doing this to keep making this type of money. And then you're like, like, oh, I don't want to lose this, or like this was like some of the best times of my life, or like, that kind of thing. It's basically lust, you know what I mean? At the end of the day,
Yeah.
lust and greed. But like that's what
Mm,
I'm saying. Like I pray that your character doesn't change if you run into that type of wealth. But
I want to
honest
say
to
that
God,
personally. I don't think I would,
I think
but
corruption wins. In this day and age, the way we deal with money and the way money is viewed in society, I think we crumble, bro. I know I
here's the
will.
only thing.
I'm just being honest.
The only reason I'm gonna say anything against that is because I think there's still a lot of people out there who are making that kind of money, that are still doing really good things for people, and they didn't do it. They didn't get there by like killing people or stepping on people's necks. And sorry, killing people is probably a little bit too extreme,
I'd
but
have to
like,
disagree, bro.
I mean, for you think anybody who's ever gotten to that status has had to like step on
I
somebody's
think on
neck to
some
get there?
level they'd have to manipulate people and have to take advantage of something in order to get to that situation. I don't think anybody's getting in that position of power without having a. There's no bypass for that in this day and age to make that type of money.
Damn, I just had
Either
too much
you're
hope that.
taking advantage of people because there's no other way you're making money. Money comes from people. Money people make the money. So
Well,
like you
okay.
have to
My argument to that would
on
be,
some
and
level.
the my argument to that would be some of the YouTubers that I watch, like Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, like they've gained their wealth through strictly the amount of views that their channel has gotten. And I don't think that,
Yeah, they're
I mean,
taking
dude,
advantage of people watching them.
nah, bro. Like they host charities all the time. They do all kinds of stuff to give back to people. I mean, Jacksepticeye every year does a Christmas thing to like give back to like a shit ton of people. And yeah, I know donations is all like so you can get loophole through tax evasion and stuff like that, blah blah
Uh
blah.
huh.
But it's still they're still giving out to people. You know what I mean? Like that's something I don't know. And that's the thing. I don't really. It's like you said. It goes so deep that you don't know until
Do
you
they
jump
donate to
into that
charities
lifestyle.
charities outside of those videos?
Yeah, they always donate. I mean, there's all kinds of people out there. I mean, like Corey Kenshin, for example, is another big YouTuber that I love watching. Like, I think every time Jacksepticeye hosted one of those things, he would donate like $500,000, dude. Like, that motherfucker would just donate all kinds of crazy shit, and it's just because his whole mindset, like, dude, this motherfucker doesn't cuss in his videos because he doesn't want to do that, and because of his audience and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. I think there, and this is just my hope for humanity because I think there are actually good people, genuinely good people out there who do have a good amount of wealth, and that with that wealth, maybe not billions, but maybe a couple millions. You know what I mean? Like they're technically millionaire. I mean, at this day and age, dude, billion millionaires. There's so many more billionaires now, and I don't know. That's all
Yeah.
skewed and all like that. But I do think that there are some people who are good and do good things with the money that they've obtained, and it hasn't corrupted them yet. You know what I mean? So And that's just my also that's my hope for humanity. But I also kind of
But
agree
that's
with
just your
you. You don't.
perception of what they
Yeah,
show you
and that's
too.
exactly what I was about to say. Like I agree with you. You don't know until you jump into that side of things, and until you're on that same level, you don't know what goes on behind the scenes. So I
Yeah.
agree. You never know what the hell's going on. But my hope for humanity is still there in a sense that I'm hoping that some of those people that I do watch and that I do care about in general because of the content they create, I do think that they're still genuinely good people and they do the best for people around them. So that's my only argument to that.
Oh, another greed card.
Hmm. Do you ever give money to people asking for change on the street? If so, do you say anything to them?
No.
Would you say?
No.
Oh.
Do you give money to people on the streets?
It depends on the situation. The reason I chose this is because I also kind of had a mini story behind this. Not even like a big story or anything. It's just I keep money. If I ever get cash, like even if it's a $2 bill, even if it's like a 5 or a 10, I'll keep cash on me. Because if I'm ever in a situation where I'm driving or I'm parked and then somebody's sitting on the side, or I'm walking and then somebody say, "Hey man, you got spare change?" If I have that dollar, $2, $5, $10, I'm gonna give it to them, dude. Like if I'm able to hold that in my wallet, I'm not going to use that. So if I have cash like that, I try to tend to hold on to it just because I'm going to use it in those situations because I'm going to use my card for everything fucking else. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
if there's ever a situation where I've had to pull out money and use cash so that way I can get something that takes cash only or something like that, I will put that cash away and keep it on me. So that way, but I also don't always have cash on me. So sometimes I'll roll up to people. I'm like, dude, I literally have nothing. Sorry, but dude, in
Yeah.
Seattle, actually, this segue into another story. In Seattle, remember when we went into one of the smoke shops and then some dude was outside? I don't remember. I think you were. I think I was waiting for you because I'd finished first, and I went outside, and then some like homeless dude came up to me and was asking me to just buy him food. I was like, you know what, dude? Yeah, I'll do it. So there was a Subway literally right across the street. Went and bought him a Subway like a combo. Bought him a sub, a drink, and like chips, and then cool, we were good. He went on his own way and did his thing, and we talked a
Yeah.
little bit just to kind of get an idea. I don't remember his story completely, and I feel bad for that, but sometimes people just end up in shitty situations, and if I have the extra money, like if I'm gonna use it to go spend money food for myself, then fuck it. I'd rather spend that on somebody else and give it to them, and then I'll just go eat a fucking sandwich or something that I have
Yeah.
make something. So that's
What
about
do you
it.
what do you think what do you think happens to people when they go homeless? Like, how do they get to that point?
The system fucks them over. There's multiple ways you can get to that point. Systems fuck you over, like like the systems in general, like that are set up for society, government systems, and all that kind of shit. Like you can get completely fucked over. Oh, a shit ton of money. You go in debt. You can't fucking afford a house. Your wife, your kids leave you. All that kind of shit. Drugs. I mean, there's all kinds of shit that. There's all kinds of reasons that you can end up homeless, and it scared me, dude.
Right.
Like after I'd left my last job, up until now, like I was worried that every time I see some homeless people on the street, I'm like, dude, is that gonna be me in the next couple of months? Like, am I gonna have nowhere to go? They don't have any belongings. Like, what the fuck do you do with your belongings? Because at that point, like, you've had a house, you've had some shit, and then now you have to just make it to the point where you have nothing but your backpack on you. How do you?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's rough, dude. That shit scares me, to be
Well, I mean,
honest.
like, like that's kind of what I'm like wondering, like how bad does it get, right? Like, I guess you got to be in a certain situation to where like
I mean,
it
I
puts
was
you
literally a
in
month away
debt, right?
from not being able to pay rent, dude. I mean, if I didn't get the job that I'm getting now, I don't know how I'd be paying for rent next month, because I'm
Sure.
already taking out loans to take care of shit that I got now. So, I mean, it's crazy. I mean, one false move, one false step, and then all of a sudden the whole fucking carpet gets ripped out from under you, and then you're just like, oh shit,
Yeah.
what do I do? So, I think there's multiple ways you can fall into that scenario, and that's why I don't think people willingly put themselves in that scenario except for the people on drugs because I don't know. Sometimes when I get it, drugs can be addicting and everything like that, but you gotta I guess it's hard to say for somebody, I guess, like me who has more self-control. I feel like I wouldn't lose myself to that kind of drugs. Like, I've done shit in the past, drugs in the past, but I don't think I'd ever get to the point where, like, I gotta have this shit. I gotta have it. Fuck rent. I gotta have this. Like,
Yeah, same.
and it's because too many people I gotta look out for, too. You know, I can't just, it's not just me. If it was maybe just me, maybe I could fall into that, but when you have other
Yeah.
people to look out for, it's kind of hard to kind of fall into those.
Which is
traps.
another reason why I feel like, we've also got a support system that, like, keeps us going,
Yeah.
people that we can't let down. And I guess,
Yep.
man, it just sucks that, like, some people just get pitted in a corner, I guess, and they either, have no to rely on and all this debt and they can't do anything about it. And how do you get your life back together, Like, oh, gosh.
It happens though. People do. People get their lives back and they turn it around, but it's a life-changing experience, that's for sure.
What are you convinced you'd be good at despite never having tried it?
Damn, that's a good one. That's a really good one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Anything come to mind?
Yeah. I kind of don't want to say it because I'm also like, nah, dude, you'd get fucking killed. Jumping into the military, like, I feel like if I would have actually went full force with the military and, like, at one point I was going to try to join the Air Force and I just backed out of it because my dad was like, don't do that shit. It's not worth it. And he was in the military, he was in the Air Force and all that shit. He's just like, it's not worth giving your life up to that. But I kind of feel like if I would have actually tried, I could have maybe done, I don't know, I would have had a whole different life, that's for sure. I mean,
100%.
None of this shit would ever be happening, but maybe not, maybe good at it, dude. I don't know. There's so much I feel like I don't know about myself and some of the skills that I have. And
Just
maybe like a
we haven't
hand,
gotten the opportunity to do that.
that and maybe like a handcrafting skill, like where you're like building shit with your hands and you're making shit. Like I feel like I might be pretty good with that kind of shit. You know what I mean? Just because of attention to detail. I feel like that's one thing that stuck with me is like I've learned about myself is that like I am really attention to detail and I kind of a perfectionist. Don't talk about my thumbnails because I know they're not perfect all the time. I know that. I just upload them because I got to. But I feel like because I'm such a perfectionist sometimes that if I were to ever get into like a creation kind of thing, that probably would be one of the things where I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
I think I'd excel at that. So
Oh,
probably
yeah.
those two things.
I would have to say whitewater rafting. I get in there.
Oh, what?
Pivot!
Well, why is that a thing for? I guess you'd be taking people on tours, right? You'd be like the lead tourist, and you're like, "All right, guys, get ready. We're about to go down this whitewater."
I think it's a whole team effort, so I feel like I'd just be able to do my part. You know what I'm saying?
It's a team effort. Put your back more into it, Jimothy. Come on.
Richard, why isn't your hair in a ponytail? Let's go! I'm sorry, sir. It's like my shit's like all like
Can't
like
see
all over my
anything.
face. Yeah. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us. That's a wrap. You just made it through episode 6. Let us know in the comments below if you liked us playing the game. Me and Gino thought it was a lot of fun.
I had fun. It was a blast.
Getting to know each other a lot more on a deeper level thanks to the 6 sins. Or how many sins are there? 7 sins. 7 deadly sins. And we got more. That wasn't the whole deck. We still got more questions. So there's definitely going to be a part 2, part 3 if you guys love it. So let us know.
Yeah,
And,
let us know.
Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you guys later. Peace.